Have you ever had a gut feeling that someone wasn't being real with you? Maybe you couldn't quite put your finger on it, but their words, their actions, just didn't add up. If so, you're not alone. Today's video is all about a topic that most people overlook until it's too late. We're breaking down the 10 subtle signs of a manipulative person and why recognizing them early could save your emotional energy, your confidence, and even your peace of mind. Because here's the truth. Manipulation isn't always loud or obvious. It often creeps in through charm, guilt, or even what looks like love. And by the time you realize it, the damage is already done. But not for you. Not after today. Welcome back to Swap Path, where we dive deep into the unseen layers of mental health, psychology, and emotional well-being. If you're new here, consider subscribing, especially if you're ready to protect your peace and navigate life with clarity. Let's begin. 1. The master of deception. Manipulators are often masters at putting on a show. They'll say things like, "Of course I support you. Your opinion really matters to me," while silently steering things in a completely different direction. They wear masks, smiling, helpful, sympathetic, but behind the facade is often a calculated intent. It's like opening a perfectly wrapped gift, only to find something toxic inside. This isn't just lying. It's emotional performance with hidden motives. 2. Emotional blackmail. This is one of the most dangerous tools in the manipulator's kit. They'll drop lines like, "I thought you cared about me," not out of vulnerability, but to trap you in guilt. They use obligation, silence, emotional breakdowns, or even anger to pressure you into doing what they want. You start to feel responsible for their emotional state, their moods, even their well-being. It's not love, it's control. And the longer you stay on this emotional roller coaster, the harder it becomes to hear your own voice. 3. Gaslighting. This one's terrifying because it targets your reality. Manipulators will say things like, "You're overreacting," or "That never happened." The goal? To make you question your own memory, your own judgment, even your own sanity. It doesn't happen all at once. It's subtle, gradual. One moment you're sure of something, and the next you're second-guessing yourself. Gaslighting erodes self-esteem at its core and can leave you feeling completely unmoored. 4. Constant criticism disguised as help. Manipulators love to critique, but they are clever about it. They'll say, "I'm just trying to help you improve," while actually tearing you down bit by bit. They nitpick. They highlight your flaws. They make you feel like you're never quite enough. This isn't support. It's a slow, silent destruction of your self-worth, masked as concern. Over time, it leaves you dependent on their approval, because you've been made to feel like no one else will accept you. 5. Isolation techniques. They might say, "Your friends don't get you like I do," or "Your family just complicates things." Sound familiar? This tactic is all about creating emotional dependency. The more they can cut you off from your support network, the easier it becomes to control you. You start to feel alone, except for them. And once they become your only source of emotional connection, you're no longer in a relationship. You're in a prison. 6. Playing the victim. Manipulators are rarely at fault, at least in their own eyes. They'll say, "No one appreciates me," or "I'm always the one who suffers." This is a guilt trap. They flip the script, so you feel bad for calling out their behavior. Suddenly, you're not addressing the harm they caused. You're comforting them. And that shift in focus means their tactics go unchecked, again and again. 7. Conditional love. Real love is unconditional. Manipulative love comes with strings. You'll hear things like, "If you really loved me, you'd do this for me." This sets up a dangerous dynamic. Your worth becomes measured by how well you meet their demands. You end up jumping through hoops, constantly trying to prove you're enough. Over time, this creates anxiety, insecurity, and emotional exhaustion. 8. Unpredictable mood swings. One minute they are kind, charming, and affectionate. The next, they are cold, distant, or explosive. You'll hear phrases like, "I can't believe you'd do that to me," even when you've done nothing wrong. This instability keeps you on edge. You start walking on eggshells, trying to avoid setting them off. It's a classic tactic that creates emotional chaos and gives them full control of the relationship dynamic. 9. Lack of empathy. Manipulators often dismiss emotions they don't want to deal with. They'll say things like, Stop being so sensitive, or it's not that big of a deal. Your feelings become irrelevant, minimized, or even mocked. And when empathy disappears, so does trust. This lack of emotional support leaves you vulnerable and makes it easier for them to exploit your insecurities. 10. Boundary violations. They'll push your limits, test your patience, and then act offended when you push back. You'll hear things like, "I thought we were closer than that," to guilt trip you into compliance. They'll ignore your need for space, time, or respect, because in their mind, your boundaries are negotiable. This is one of the clearest signs of manipulation. They don't honor your autonomy. Now here's the most important part. Recognizing these 10 signs isn't just about spotting others. It's about reclaiming yourself. If any of this felt familiar, if you've been caught in these patterns, you're not weak. You're waking up. And once you see the game, you stop playing it. It's time to protect your peace, your confidence, and your clarity. You deserve relationships built on mutual respect, honesty, and emotional safety. So let's hear from you. Have you ever dealt with someone like this? What sign stood out to you the most? Drop your experience in the comments below. It might just help someone else find their voice. If you got value from this video, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and consider subscribing for more mental clarity and emotional wisdom. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one. Until then, stay wise, stay kind, and above all, stay aware.